Hello. I am live now. Give me a sec and we will get started with the stream. So, welcome, guys. Today is the special election for Arizona's 7th Congressional District to fill the seat of the late U.S. Representative Raul Grijalva. He passed away. Just in March. He had cancer, so he passed away, and now he's being replaced. His daughter Adelita, who is a member of the Pima County Board of Supervisors, is looking to replace him. Now, this is a pretty blue district. Grijalva won it by 27 points almost last November. He won it by 29 and 22, and then same margin in 2020. This was before it was redrawn. So, yeah, he's always won by pretty solid margins. In 2014, it was a bit more competitive. Flipped the district. Before that, he was in a more competitive district, won it by single digits in 2010 because, that was a red wave year. But he had one by 30, 27, 26, 27. All right, bad joke. 28, and this was his first election, 21.9. And so he succeeded Ed Pastor. I believe, no, this was a different constituency. So his constituency was numbered 7, and then 3, and it was numbered 7 again. And so his daughter Adelita is taking over. This is her. She served on the Pima County Board of Supervisors for 4 years. And if you remember the special election which occurred, there was Deja Fox, the social media influencer running for this seat. I know that seemed a bit ridiculous. But yes, and she was 25. And then Daniel Hernandez Jr., he used to be a state rep, and he's the brother of state reps Alma and Consuelo Hernandez. And Patrick Harris. And on the Republican side, it is Daniel Gutierrez. He is the person. So let's go ahead and take a look. I believe there is just all right. Live results. So polls have closed, but I do believe they're still waiting for people to get the votes in. So polls are still closed, still waiting. Am I live on YouTube? Let me check. Yeah, I am live on YouTube. This is my other account. And as you can see, I was just watching Let's Talk Elections just now. Oh, that's interesting. Sarah Bill Cassidy, Representative Julia Letlow might run. Julia Letlow. Who was that? Yeah, that lady. I remember her husband, Luke, was elected a U.S. rep after Ralph Abram announced that he would not be seeking a term. And so then Luke Letlow died of COVID, and his wife Julia was elected to succeed him. Anyway, I think I'm going a bit off track. So I don't know how the election here is going to go, but if you look, 2 weeks ago, there was an election in Virginia, Northern Virginia. That was for Jerry Cannoli. He passed away in May, also of cancer, but he won by 34 percentage points on the dot. And then his chief of staff, James Walkinshaw, won by 50 percentage points in this race. It was a lower turnout race, but either way, that does indicate there is frustration with these Northern Virginia areas, especially the ones that border DC, because a lot of the federal workers live in Virginia. The ones affected by the layoff, they live and are registered to vote in one of these two districts. So Adelita Grijalva's race, it'll be interesting to see how that goes. Still nothing's reported. Like I said, the polls closed. I'm guessing people must still be in line to vote. So, yeah. And then that adds one more Democratic seat because currently in Congress, we've got what? Membership. So, apparently we've got Raul Grijalva, Sylvester Turner, his special election under a lot of scrutiny because, Greg Abbott refusing to schedule it. He was only in office for 2 months. Erica Lee Carter, the daughter of deceased incumbent Sheila Jackson Lee, like a lot of incumbents died in this period of time. So Al Green might run. We don't even know because, Texas is redistricting. Al Green might even run in the district. And so that's not getting filled anytime soon. And then there's Tennessee's 7th Congressional District, where Mark Green resigned because he wanted a private sector job. So primary election for that one is in exactly 2 weeks. And I guess now all the candidates who are in the race are in the race. Gino Bolsu, Jody Barrett, Lee Reeves, and all these other people. And then Democratic side, there's 4 candidates running. And Sabados Cristobal rates the race as likely Republican. But I don't really know how the race will go, given Sabados Cristobal. So Larry Sabados Cristobal thinks it's likely R. Let's go ahead and see, you have seen special elections be much narrower than the actual elections. So, for example, you see Florida's 1st congressional district, Matt Gaetz won it by 32.1%. Obviously, things happened, and he did not take his seat when he was supposed to. Jimmy Petronis ended up winning that race, although the way he won it by 14 points, around 25,000 votes in this low turnout race. The one to really watch back then was the race between Randy Fine and Josh Whale. Mike Waltz obviously became National Security Advisor. Now he's UN Ambassador. That race, he won it by 33 percentage points. And then actually before that, it had shifted dramatically leftward. Waltz had won it by 50. Now he was winning it by 33. And then Randy Fine, as you can see, he is very unpopular for those who don't know. And defeated Josh Whale by, again, 27,000 votes. A bit wider, but same thing. There were a lot of polls going into it. One poll showed him leading by just 4. The other poll showed him trailing by 3. And Josh Whale raised a lot of money in this election. He raised $9 million. And really, it was the fear of this race flipping and the Pennsylvania special race that really caused Elise Stefanik's nomination to be withdrawn. Remember the Iowa special race? That was for the 1st district. Supermajority was broken. So Rocky DeWitt passed away. He'd won the election by 11 points, and then now Caitlin Dre won it by 11 points, so it was pretty much an entire swing leftward by almost 11 points. So yeah, that's that. Obviously there was District 35 for when Chris I keep forgetting how to pronounce her name. Uh, Cornoyer, yeah. Chris Cornoyer became lieutenant governor, and she won by 20, almost 20 points, or over 20 points. So it ended up shifting 12 points leftward. Obviously, there was District 100. That special election also ended up shifting in favor of Democrats 48 points, even though they didn't win it. So, yeah, that's that. Let's see, how are things coming in? Results come in. Okay. Estimated turnout is going to be 103,000 people. Still, I'm not even sure if the polls are going to close anytime soon, but looking at this primary, it really wasn't even close. I mean, Grijalva won every single county, and she won by almost 40 percentage points against Fox, almost 48 points against Hernandez, then 60 points against Harris, and 60 points against that Jose Maldito. So those two didn't even break 1,000 votes. And the Republican primary was a trio of Latino businessmen, Daniel Gutierrez, Jorge Rivas, and Jimmy Rodriguez. And then Gutierrez also won pretty easily, handily, by 35 points against Rivas and 47 against Rodriguez. So cannot really say I'm surprised. I mean, obviously, this is a deep blue district, general election. All three of the big forecasters rate it as solid. Let's go ahead and watch the race. I can see. Let's go ahead and watch it. It's doing sign language. Okay, enough of the. Wow, this is a pretty large district. Yeah, I know it is spanned the southern border, and then it neighbors. And then on the left side, it's Paul Gosar's district. At the right side, it's Ansari's district, so which was Gallego's district, and then of course Eli Crane's district. So it does border that on three sides. Let's get back to watching the debate. $7:30. All right, let's just go ahead and check the results. Still nothing. Yeah, I mean they did close. The polls closed 27 minutes ago. Oh my God. Former Tennessee House Speaker sentenced to 3 years in prison. Okay, that's interesting. So yes, he is going to jail. I guess. Sad for him, at least. Still no results. I mean, I guess lines must be really long. I'm not sure if we can find the lines and know what the lines are like there. Oh, the new Nissan Sentra. I mean, obviously, I want to see that, but this video is about politics, not cars. Maybe if I get bored of showing you guys the debate, then. Okay, by the way, did you guys see the debate in New Jersey? I low-key think Mikey Sherrill might be cooked. Uh, maybe Jack Citarelli will win. I definitely think it's going to be closer than 2021. And naturally, it is going to be closer than New Jersey. Wait, what is this? I love the political chatter. Oh, wow. 50%, 50%. What? Yeah, that's for the mayorship of Mobile, Alabama. So, yeah, it does look like the Republicans have won this race. I mean, obviously, I can't say I'm surprised. I mean, it is pretty Republican place. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. It's really interesting. 3,000 seats in Congress. Can you imagine? Guys, just imagine. You have 3,000 people in Congress. Can you imagine an entire Congress of 3,000 people? Can you imagine how many names Mike Johnson or whoever the speaker would have to uh, keep track of? It's actually I got a bit sidetracked there. All right. So we don't have anything live right now. Obviously, she was endorsed by Bernie Sanders. I just watched that. So let's go back to the debate. I'm gonna go get water real quick. I'll be back. I'm back. Okay, polls have closed for like 40 minutes now. Let's see. Any results? No, zero. Zero and not an egg. How long until the results come in? Like, literally, they should be in by now. But they're not in. Yeah, if the results don't come in the next few minutes, then I'm gonna leave. Oh, Tom Tiffany is running for governor of Wisconsin. That's cool. Let's go ahead and say, is he running? Yep. It is correct. He is running for Wisconsin governor. So far, you got a bunch of candidates: Francesca Hong, David Crowley, Sarah Rodriguez, Helder Royce, and then Mandela Barnes might run. And then you've got a bunch of candidates: Melissa Agard, Melissa Hughes, Josh Call. If Josh Call runs, then Republicans are toast because attorney generals named Josh in swing states tend to win by 15. So with Stein and Shapiro. Chris Larson, Tom Nelson, and Ben Wilker all might run. Oh, wow. And then Lieutenant Governor, so far only Sarah Godlewski has declared her candidacy. And there's a non-zero chance that we could get a Sarah and Sarah ticket. That would be insane. And then Sean Duffy might run. Rebecca Cleafish might run. Tommy Thompson, yes, Tommy Thompson might run. Even though he's currently 83, he'll be 84. Yeah, he'll be 84 by the general election. Ron Johnson's not running. I think he's done with politics after this. Lieutenant Governor so far, some random Cyril Sablich has filed paperwork. And Will Martin, former director of the Strategic Workforce Initiative for the Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development, is also running. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're done with that. I don't know what else to do. I mean, we've watched the entire debate. Let me know if you guys would be interested in looking at Doug DeMiro's Audi A2. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of behind the scenes on Southwestern election night. As you guys can tell, this is copy pasted from election night Decoded's New England election night, so it is a bit all over the place, per se. At the moment, it is very much all over the place. I'm trying to get it organized and ready to be submitted. And I've been working on this since December, since before Andy Biggs declared his candidacy and became the favorite. So as you can see, there is a lot of things wrong, and I do still have to. I don't even know who to put for the Democratic nominee for U.S. Senate in Texas. There are a lot of people running, and well, actually, there are no people running for this position. Frankly, Tallarico's running for Senate, which is going to be interesting. So some Bobby Cole guy, Ben Flores, and Nick Pappas. Is he related to Chris Pappas? No, obviously not. Andrew White, the son of Mark White, who was governor a very, very long time ago, is probably going to be the nominee. I don't really see anyone else being the nominee. Maybe Ron Nirenberg could be the nominee. Beto O'Rourke, yeah, he's done. He's finished. Joaquin Castro, no. I think Joaquin Castro is waiting for the future. Jasmine Crockett, we don't even know if she's going to have a district to run in for re-election. Julie Johnson's probably might challenge her in the primary. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Andrew White. All right, let's go ahead and see who is Andrew. Obviously, he is Andrew White. yeah, he was governor of Texas, and then this is his son Andrew, 53 currently. I'm gonna go ahead and just paste it in here. Wait, yeah, let's just use that for reference. All right. And then he has 41.9% of the vote currently. And then Texas, I'm still trying to figure out. It's a whole mess with Texas and California, both obviously with the redistricting processes going on there. So I was thinking, so we've got 29 safe Democratic, 29 safe Republican, 8 safe Democratic, and 2 toss-up seats. No, wait, the math ain't math. You know what I mean. So we got 8. So it's 8, 8, and 28. So I'm doing what? I'm doing probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this row, 5 in that row. All right. Hard things. Still nothing. Oh, wait. 19 comes before 22, obviously. All right, so we got 22 so far. 20. Yeah, we got 22 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Where's District 27? I keep forgetting. Just use shortcuts. District 27. All right, yeah, District 27 is solidly Republican. And then District 28 is the only pure toss-up district so far. Yeah, it's the only pure toss-up district so far. Then, so after 27, And then we got 27, 28, 29. 29th district is Sylvia Garcia. 30, Texas 30th is Jasmine Crockett. So we're going to see a lot of bitter primaries, kind of like the one between Barrymore and I keep forgetting the other guy's name. Whoever, I think Jerry Carl. Yeah, that was his name, Jerry Carl. Wait. Let me get this straight. District 31. John Carter is being challenged in the primary by a lady who ran for Missouri's Secretary of State just a year ago. Holy carpetbagger, bro. Holy carpetbagger. All right, 31 is a ruby red. Always has been, and it's going to continue to be, I guess. 31. And then District 32 is flipping to Republicans. Currently, it is held by Julie Johnson, and Julie Johnson's been drawn out, and she might challenge Jasmine Crockett in the primary. So we see Julie Johnson, Jasmine Crockett, and Mark Veazey in very bitter primaries. Now, luckily for Greg Kassar, Lloyd Doggett has retired. I mean, that really would have been bitter between the old and new wings of the Democratic Party. So you got Texas now has just a lot of them are really in trouble. So 32nd district, the 33rd district, it's probably going to be. It is probably going to be Julie Johnson. Mark Veazey might be in trouble. No, wait. Yeah. Mark Veazey might be in trouble, like genuinely. Mark Veazey might be in trouble. Jasmine Crockett might be in trouble. So, yeah, we've got a lot of bitter primaries going on, just to tell you guys what's been going on. 30, and then, oh wait, yeah, and then I forgot. District 33. District 35. Alright. I think they're probably going to call 35 after like an hour. Still nothing. Last update at 10:05 p.m. Eastern time. Literally still nothing. Okay, if they don't start delivering the results in the next couple of minutes, I'm logging off. Ending this stream and logging off. Woo, did I get it all? All right, here we are. All 38 of them in one frame. Hobbs versus Big, 66% is in. Okay. Just to give you guys an idea of how things are coming along. Utah's fourth. Utah really has a lot of uncertainty. I feel like overall this region, Southwest, there's a lot of uncertainty when it comes to congressional maps. So you got Texas and California both redistricting. Utah has a court mandate to have to redistrict. Colorado's a 4-4 even tie. Yeah, I feel like Colorado's a bit non-gerrymandered, if you know what I mean. Democrats got 54% of the statewide vote, yet they control exactly 50%. So it's a bit skewed in favor of Republicans, I feel like, even though it is a Democratic state. And Republicans control 51%. So, yeah, I guess you can say Arizona feels not so gerrymandered. I mean, it is a swing state with split legislatures and governors. So you've got 4 solidly Republican districts, 3 solidly Democratic districts, and 2 toss-up districts. All right. And then obviously, so gerrymandering wars they're very much going on. They're not stopping anytime soon. And yes, I had made this entire thing about Beto O'Rourke versus Ken Paxton. I don't know. I mean, Beto O'Rourke, he's not running, and I do not think Republicans are going to flip this race. By the way, Arizona governorship, not with Andy Biggs. At least they wouldn't start out as the right favorites, in my opinion. All right, Joe Lombardo. I do think Lombardo's going to hold on, kind of like Doug Ducey in 2018, except Ducey won by borderline safe. I think Lombardo's going to win by likely to lean. Hobbs versus Biggs. Yeah, that's not correct. Just delete all these slides. And California's no longer going to take forever to, by the way, count their votes anymore. Okay. Still nothing, and yeah, I give up. I'm not just going to sit here and wait for the results. The polls have closed. They have not started reporting. It's going to be tomorrow by the time they actually start reporting. So I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. I'm literally done. I will see you guys probably never again. This is the only time I'm doing a live stream, at least in the near to far future. All right. Bye.